No, I actually feel like a competition winner myself, to be honest with you, because we've got my two favourites.
Oh,
you
say the nicest thing.
They're hairy bikers. It's the best date ever, and you are cooking for us. And it's a proper nice, hearty meal, this is, isn't it?
It is.
What is it?
It's a comforting dish for the winter, really.
Yeah.
But it's a smoky beef chili, but we've kind of combined it. It's the idea we had in America with cornbread, but it's a savoury crumble. But the crumble top, I'll do the crumble, and it's made with cornmeal, butter, cheese and sweet corn and buttermilk. I'll go on with that. Kingy has quite a lot of bits and bops in his chili.
I do. So what we've done is we've browned off the steak, okay, braised steak. In the pan, we've got some smoked bacon lardons, we've got some onions, we've got some green peppers, okay, put a little bit of colour on those.
Nice.
And then we're going to start to add our lovely flavourings, our spices and aromats. So there's garlic powder goes in. There's some cayenne pepper.
So is this inspired by your trip to America?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, like a good beef chilli. And we've got cocoa powder in there. You know, 'cause a bit of chocolate in chilli is nice, and the cocoa powder works really well. But it's with steak as well, so it's quite substantial.
Yeah.
But, you know, kind of...
It's
Crumbles are nice, aren't they?
here as well.
Yeah.
It's just...
And when you were travelling around America, because obviously the food scene there is just so interesting and it's so diverse and...
Oh, we ate a lot of rubbish, to be fair.
Many, like, character, like cultures and stuff. What's your favourite... What's your favourite part for food?
I think Santa Fe, when we did Route 66, by the time we got to Santa Fe and the Mexican food came in, that was really refreshing, because the Middle America, we did spend a lot of time in kind of burgers and there wasn't anything else.
Yeah, it was interesting. You know, we also did a trip down into the south into Mississippi, and the food there was brilliant, off the scale. Good.
It's all comfort food as well, isn't it? Good old-fashioned soul food, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Soul
I love
food
America.
and the deep south food's where I'd really want to find out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so good.
I like, well, you know, the barbecues as well. They barbecue for like 10 hours,
Amazing,
the beef,
aren't they?
and it just like falls off.
Oh, it's so
amazing.
good.
That was the dream of the series, really. We did music in the morning, we slept in the afternoon. No, sorry, we cooked in the morning.
Yeah.
We slept in the afternoon, and then we went to bars and did music at night.
I mean, that's pretty much...
It was a good gig.
That is just not work, is it?
No, not really.
That's living... There's a definition of living the dream. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it was.
So now we've got a little bit of... we're going to put some beef stock in here as well, but this is the other thing that just gives it a load of flavour and depth. So as you remember, we've got some cocoa powder in there, but this is stout. So we're going to put some stout in.
And the weirdest thing is you can't taste it. I mean, I'm eating this now.
No, you can't.
No,
You can't taste the stout at all.
It's just depths of flavour, and there's always a little bit of savoury to stout.
Really nice. And the steak is so tender.
It works, doesn't it?
We were talking earlier on about braising steak, weren't we? You have to cook it for a while, but it's the best steak when you cook it for a while.
It's so tasty, isn't it? It's so tasty. So we've put...
See, I'm just working the butter through the crumble. I've got cornmeal, flour, baking powder, salt, and I'm just working the butter through.
Is that the nod to the American taste, the cornmeal? Because it's got that lovely... I love cornbread.
Yeah.
You don't really get it so much over here, do you?
We did a
really.
stuffed cornbread ages ago, which was a cornbread with like a minced filling. But this is... It's undoubtedly, unashamedly a savoury crumble.
Oh, definitely.
Lads, tell us about the book, Ultimate Comfort Food, which is Coming Home With Me, because... because I imagine you've done so many recipes down the years and to try and find new ways of inventing it. So where did you start with this?
Well, I mean, we started because we wanted to... It was partly some of our childhood memories and recipes.
Yeah, great.
And then as we've gone through our lives, you know, life is a challenge at the best of times, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was just to do with that comfort, that cuddle on a plate.
Yeah.
And that's what we had in our minds as we were writing the book. And as soon as you have that thread, it becomes pretty easy. And then you're talking to the people, to your mates, your family, the people you love, and it just comes out.
Yeah.
Everybody's got some comfort food that they love. The go-to, be it childhood or... You know, we're such a diverse country now. You know, it's like you can go around the world with comfort food, from
definitely.
spaghetti to curry.
Dave,
You know,
what's your favourite comfort food?
I like a nice shepherd's pie, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lamb or beef? I think
beef.
it's lamb, isn't it? Is it beef? I think there's...
Shepherd's lamb.
Shepherd's lamb,
shepherd's
sausage
lamb.
and beef.
Yeah. Absolutely. What about you, Si? favourite comfort food?
Do you know what? I think the whole essence of comfort food is what you fancy and what your mood is.
Yeah.
So
In that moment.
In that moment, if there's a curry or if it's fried egg and chips, it's great.
What
Or
was
if
it
it's-
when you were kids, like in the northeast? What would be the ultimate comfort food up there for you that, that your families would cook for you?
It was homemade stotties in the oven because they would absolutely smell the house out.
What's that? Is that a bun?
Stotty? It's a flat bread, basically, but puffed up. It's a wonderful thing, and flat rib broth. So that Mum would do that, and she'd cook it for hours with barley and all the. It was so good.
What about you, Dave?
I think it was Monday was always the day when my mum did the laundry and the baking, and she would have this big dough, and she'd make these wonderful kind of floury northern baps. Oh. And I remember, I can still smell them. I'd be in the backyard while the baking's going on, and she'd be saying, "You'll get tummy ache if you eat them, you know." And I thought, I won't, just pass it on. And I remember that. But you see, one person's comfort food, like in the book, there's some really nice salads which can be quite comforting. Yeah. As long as it's tasty, I think that's the main thing. You've got to get flavour into the food.
I love the nostalgia of food.
That's the nostalgia, isn't it? And it smells and it's all of those memories.
How do you decide between the both of you which recipes are going in the book?
Such a good question, yeah.
Do you have arguments over it? Would you be like, oh no, I want to do this?
No, not really. It's not like that really. What we do is Dave and I come up with a headline of ideas. We talk
about 200 ideas for a book.
Yeah.
200 goers,
and then some of them will stick, some of them won't.
Yeah. And there's some like B-sides from like the 90s where you're like, well, you know what, like that B-side never made the album. Let's bring it out for this one.
I believe the term in cookbooks is fillers. No, we don't do fillers now. Sometimes there's stuff that you like, I don't like.
Yeah.
But then we'll go, nah. And if you're unsure, we'll just leave it, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But if you're passionate about something, then
just go with
it'll go in.
Yeah.
Because tastes are different. Our tastes are different.
Yeah.
So look, guys, what we've done is I've just this will stay on the hob now and cook away for about an hour and a bit. Break all those all the sinews of that lovely, beautiful, tasty beef down, and this is what you get after that. Dave's going to.
Yeah, this is cooled down, so I'm just topping my crumble on this, and it's quite kind of lumpy with the corn. That's what you want.
It kind of works, doesn't it?
Yeah, when it cooks.
Love the crunch.
The butter's lovely, and the cheese. It's stuff you want to eat, really. Well, if you like beef.
Well, if you don't,
it goes well with the broccoli as well.
Yeah, it does go well with broccoli, doesn't it? So that goes into the...
No, not yet.
No, it doesn't. The cheese.
No. I put half the cheese in the crumble.
Yeah.
So you've got, you've got double bang for your buck there. You may put that in the oven now, Simon.
Well, I put that in the oven.
About 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. You'll do it fine.
It's on 180, it'll be all right.
I love dishes like that, which I can just leave and everyone just helps themselves. It's done. You don't have to dish it up. You just get what you want.
It's great, isn't it?
It's family style, isn't it? I think as well, it's comfort food. It's wonderful cooking for people you love.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're on your own, love yourself a bit.
Exactly.
There we are.
So there it is. There's a finished product. Look at that.
Look at that.
Ain't it beautiful?
Lovely stuff.
And you're serving that with a bit of broccoli.
Bit of broccoli. Yeah, and you got to have green beans with it, or you got to have kale. That's
Really
bang in
nice.
season at the minute. So
Green beans would be nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Like, you got any trips planned, lads? Or what's the next?
Well, we've just finished a new series called Go West, which is great. So
Life is peaceful there, go west. Lots of open air.
I tell you what, it's taken us all my time to stop them getting dressed up as the village people. Do you know what I mean?
But would the BBC letters? Would the heck? Yeah, we're doing a Christmas special as well that we're very proud of, and that'll be going out hopefully before Christmas.
Oh, well, listen, guys, it's so lovely to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Great to see you.
That's a lovely dish.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, for all the rest of the
The details of... Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
No, because thank you.
Go on, knock yourself out.
For my delicious ideas from our delicious chefs, head to the Free This Morning app.